Before we get started, guys, I just want to let you guys know we're going to be using AliExpress and DHgate, and both of these websites have some issues with some banks. Sometimes you're going to get your accounts blocked, or they're just going to put security measures on your card, so they're not going to let you use it, and that's an easy fix. All you have to do is just contact your bank and let them know that you're placing the orders, and they should get you sorted out. Now, unfortunately, sometimes some banks, they don't just lift your ban like that. They keep on not banning you, but they keep on blocking your account, so you're going to have to constantly call them. Now, a quick way around this is to use any card that doesn't have a foreign transaction fee. That should pretty much solve all your issues, and you wouldn't run into any problem with having your account shut down or having your credit card blocked because of suspicious activity. So I just recommend using a card that doesn't have a foreign transaction. So a traveling credit card would work fine. Now let's go ahead and actually get started with placing the orders. The first thing you want to do is you want to head over to Shopify. Once you receive your orders, you want to click on the order that you're going to be filling out. And if you look over in the right hand side, you're going to see all the information that you need. So we're going to go ahead and copy this over to AliExpress, where we will be placing our first order. So we just have to look for the product. Now, a quick little tip is if you guys want to just have the product always handy, is make sure you heart it, because once you heart it, it's gonna add it to a list, and you could have multiple lists depending on how many stores you have and depending on their niches. And you could have a list for each niche, and that way you don't have to constantly look for the product and you know where it's at. So once you have the product, you want to select the variant and then just select buy now. And if it's your first time using AliExpress, which pretty much it is, you're gonna go ahead and add a new address, and in that address you're gonna copy all the information that you got from Shopify over to this, and you're going to be doing this every time that somebody places an order. Then you're going to go ahead and enter the payment method, and for the payment method, I would recommend, like I said, that you guys use a card that doesn't have a foreign transaction fee, just because you won't have to pay that fee and you won't have to deal with the bank closing you or the bank blocking your card. Then just place the order and you're good to go. Now, you could also leave a message, and in the message you could just tell the supplier to not leave any documents, to not leave any invoices or anything like that inside the package. Now, most suppliers know that you're drop shipping, so they just don't add any slips into their packaging, but in case there's that one-off chance, you could always add that, or you could just contact your supplier and tell them from the beginning that you're not going to want any notes or anything on your packages, and they're going to go ahead and follow through for you. So make sure you contact your supplier if you want to set that up. Now we're going over to the second order, and this one we're going to be using DHgate as our main supplier. So it's pretty much kind of the same thing. You copy everything, you paste it over to DHgate. Very simple. Then you're gonna go ahead and choose your variant. So in this case, they ordered black. Select how many, buy it now. Again, same thing. If you guys wanna find it easy or find it quickly, you wanna go ahead and heart it, and that's gonna add it to a list. And you could always find the item in that list. So we're gonna go ahead and click buy now. So then pretty similar, you wanna add your payment information, you wanna add the address here. Make sure you paste this address over from Shopify. Click save, and then just make sure you have ePacket selected. You also want to make sure you have ePacket selected when you're placing the order on AliExpress. So make sure you have it selected. You don't want to pay for actual shipping. Then you could also add any remarks, and you could tell them the same thing. Do not add any invoices, don't add receipts, don't add notes, whatever you guys want, or just contact the seller directly right here on this link and let them know that you're not going to want any invoices added in your products, and they're going to go ahead and look out for you. Then you just want to go ahead and click confirm and pay, and that should pretty much do it. That should place the order, and that pretty much does it for the orders. Now I want to give you guys another little tip, and that is do not mark the order as fulfilled. So don't go over to Shopify and mark it as fulfilled. You don't want to do that as soon as you place the order, because what ends up happening is that sometimes the supplier takes 2 to 3 days to actually ship the order. So if you guys mark it as soon as you place it, you're going to be 2 or 3 days delayed on the order, if that makes any sense. So if your order has not been shipped, don't mark it as fulfilled, because customers are going to get annoyed, or they're going to get impatient that their order hasn't arrived, and those 3 days do make somewhat of a difference. So make sure you don't fulfill the order right away. Another thing is, if you guys want to outsource this, you could. I would not recommend it as a beginner. I would only recommend that you outsource this once you start getting like 20 orders a day. Before then, it doesn't really make sense. You could knock them down in like 10-20 minutes. Once you start getting more orders, obviously you don't want to focus on just fulfilling orders, so you want to go ahead and outsource that to Upwork and pay somebody like $5 or $6 for an hour, and they'll go ahead and fulfill the orders. Or you could use an app like Overlow. Again, I would only recommend those once you start getting a consistent amount of sales, so that you have money to pay all those add-ons or to pay the person outsourcing the work for you or doing the work for you. So that pretty much does it for today's video, guys. And also I will be doing the live streams. I'm gonna continue doing them. I just had a little bit of a rough start just because I had some faulty equipment and whatnot. So I went ahead and upgraded that, so the videos now should be better whenever I live stream. I shouldn't be not chopping off, but I shouldn't lose any connection now. So now that that's out of the way, we're gonna start live streaming next week and make sure that everything runs smoothly. So I'll see you guys there. If you guys want to watch the live stream, make sure to subscribe, and yeah, just let me know what it is that you want me to create for future videos. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. So that pretty much does, oh crap. Again, I'm just setting everything up, so sorry for the delay. So sorry.